Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Merry Christmas to all of you guys out there. I hope you guys are having a great holiday, even if you do not celebrate Christmas. Hope you guys are having a fun, loving holiday with your friends and family, but most importantly, hopefully you guys are staying safe, as this just has to be a good day if you are a New York Knicks fan. You know, it's Christmas and the New York Knicks come out victorious, defeating the Milwaukee Bucks, a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, a team that was streaking, a team that beat us 3 times in a row entering this game, a team that the last time they lost to us was when we had Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose on this roster, the year we did not make it to the playoffs for the 2021 to 22 campaign, or you could say that season definitely kind of a wash of a season. But for the Knicks to lose against the Bucks like they have, have this big losing streak, you have this 9-game losing streak in general versus the Milwaukee Bucks. You wanted the Knicks to really get that statement victory, especially when it's at home. And me being a young Knicks fan, I haven't seen that really big time statement victory. We've got embarrassed by the Bucks actually a few years ago when we had Kevin Knox, when we had Emmanuel Mudiay, not a very well-rounded roster with a bad coach of David Fizdale, so it felt good to not get embarrassed. We beat the Hawks on Christmas, but they had no Trae Young. But to beat the Bucks when they're just this historically great offense this year, when they've really gotten it clicking, Damian Lillard out there on the floor, elite shot maker, clutch player, Giannis, the intensity he plays with, his ability to score, compete on the defense side of the basketball and excel on that side of the ball. Chris Middleton, isolation situations, he's been inconsistent coming back from the surgery, but we know he's a poised offensive player. Brook Lopez, defensive player of the year candidate. Bobby Portis, sixth man of the year candidate, as long as he's going to be coming off the bench of the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, just a very, very good basketball team that is a top 3 seed. And for the New York Knicks to just come out and play very hungry, you got to be proud of it, of the final score being 129 to 122. And as of right now, the New York Knicks are that 5th seed, and I believe that's tied with the Miami Heat. The Heat are going to be taking on the Philadelphia 76ers tonight, and that should be a fair game. No Joel Embiid, no Jimmy Butler, two of the best players on the opposing teams not playing tonight. But what impressed me the most about the New York Knicks tonight was just the willingness to be constantly physical throughout this basketball game for 4 quarters. We were up 16 points. Yep, 16 points was our largest lead. The Bucks' largest lead was 4 points. The Bucks were hitting their shots early on, but once I thought we started to be consistently physical, I thought the Knicks were in good shape in this basketball game. But the thing that did scare me was when Brunson and RJ were just clicking at the very beginning of this game, that they combined for most of our points, because Brunson, unbelievable for 4 quarters of basketball. I even thought he made a very beautiful read when there's help side or there was a double team. Brunson pinpoint pass with Giannis in the interior, found Hartenstein inside, and one off-balance shot. Got it to go. Did not execute from the free throw line, but physical finish by Giannis. Hartenstein didn't have some sexy stat line. He did end up getting into foul trouble, but when it came to physicality, I thought Hartenstein played very well out there on the floor and was damn near double digits. And we talk about the physicality. We can't just obviously I'm going to be getting into Brunson, going to be talking about RJ Barrett. I thought Randall played well, especially when it came, Giannis did end up getting his buckets in transition, but with his length, with his athleticism, he's so tough to stop. But I actually thought Randall did a good job defensively on Giannis. You really have to give credit to Julius Randle there. He played with that will, he played with that want. But Taj Gibson has to be the most underrated player in this game. He did not score a bucket in this game, but the intensity he brought on defense, when Giannis was going to the rim, Taj Gibson was slapping down at the basketball and making key defensive plays. We were not allowing easy buckets in the interior around the basket. The third quarter, it was scary because Giannis only had 9 in the first half, but just absolutely went off in that third quarter. Damian Lillard wasn't missing, but we had an answer. We had other guys stepping up. But to set the tone, even throughout this game, I thought he played poised. I thought he played patient. RJ Barrett, he was getting his points in transition. He was figuring out angles. He was reading the defense at a pretty solid level. When there was the catch and shoot mid-range to beat that zone, he knocked down a jumper. Knocked down a 3 as well. So I liked the way he was maneuvering, getting to the rack in transition, pushing the pace off of misses. Because I'm not trying to take anything away from the Bucks, but when we have played the Bucks this season, man, they have hit some very tough shots. And I don't want to say they came down to earth, because Pat Connaughton, he can knock down a 3. Damian Lillard can knock down a 3. Middleton, they have capability. They have guys that are capable of shooting the 3 ball. AJ Green didn't play in this game, but we saw when he went off against us when it came to that first quarter alone. But when it came to the physicality, getting out and running, I thought the Knicks really thrived in that department. And the way we were able to rebound, at least when this was a game, because yes, the Bucks came back. Middleton hit some big shots. Giannis got some buckets in transition. Lillard, he missed some shots in the fourth quarter, but he definitely did kind of keep them in the game because they were able to cut it down to, I want to say, I believe a 6-4 point game. But thanks to Emmanuel Quickly really helped us out in that second half. I was like, they're doing a good job on Brunson. They're throwing some blitzes at him, but then eventually Brunson figured it out. He had 38 points, was ridiculous, 6 assists, even crashed the glass. But Quickly stepped in, really started a spark for the New York Knicks off the bench. Like the second time he came off the bench when it came to the second half. But you saw Randall's physicality, like I mentioned. But Brunson just continues to score in a bunch of different ways. Goes baseline, hesitation, pump fake, draws the foul, gets to go. He does such a great job playing through contact. He had 38 points, but only one made three ball. He wasn't in love with the three ball. That's what makes him so beautiful as a player, that he could finish with physicality inside. He could draw fouls. He could score from mid-range, and he even made a key pass when it mattered to Hartenstein because Middleton was hitting some shots down the stretch. But yeah, Giannis was pretty quiet in the first half. You could say Middleton was, Lillard was. Their main guys were quiet, and I thought they didn't have anyone consistently stepping up when he came to the bench. Portis was up and down. Lopez didn't have an amazing offensive game. But when you saw Taj Gibson slapping down at the ball, the way we're competing defensively, the physicality, the want, and just the timely buckets by Brunson, unbelievable the footwork this dude brings to the table. There was one shot I'm like, all right, maybe he should have passed it there, but it was a crazy off-balance shot up against Lillard on that left wing mid-range. I'm like, that's a ridiculous shot. That was actually solid defense by Lillard, a few possessions down. When it got to the point, I'm like, we really have to get timely shots right now. Like, this is when we're allowing some offensive rebounds in the Bucks. We're getting buckets, and Brunson had a very clutch push shot. I was praying for the Bucks to foul Brunson at the end of this game because I'm like, I want him to get 40. That would just be amazing. But Brunson just constantly this season, he's gone off against the Milwaukee Bucks, and we just haven't been able to come out victorious because he hasn't been getting that contributing help. So that was really awesome to see. Josh Hart, I thought, was scrappy. When you could say our big guys, or kind of big guys, weren't grabbing the rebounds. We know we're not the biggest team in the world, but let's just say a player's out of position when it comes to boards. Josh Hart was there flying for the rebounds, looking to initiate offense in transition, create in transition. So definitely a W that I'm proud of. The Knicks shot 80% from the free throw line, got there 26 times. Only shot 30% from three, but we were just demolishing them in the paint. They actually shot better than us from three, but we shot better from the overall field because of the inside, because of the interior, 54%. We had 27 assists, 7 steals, 4 blocks. 12 total turnovers. Brunson had 38 points and 0 turnovers. That is just ridiculous. Like the poise and how under control he is. No moment's too big. And I love this. Giannis likes to get out in transition. Get a big time block in, score in transition. He had this crazy alley-oop dunk connection, I believe, with Middleton. But we know Giannis thrives in transition, so to hold the Bucks only to 12 points is a win. And for the Knicks to have 23, that is big time. The Knicks committed 18 fouls. The Bucks committed 23. They did have a technical foul in this basketball game, but the Knicks' largest lead was 16, and the Bucks' largest lead was 4 in this game. You look at Giannis, was quiet early on. Eventually, he did get it going, though. Still had 32 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 13 to 24 from the field. Hit kind of a big three when it came to the third quarter to cut the lead down, but the Knicks just had a response. Brunson, unbelievable. RJ, just everyone out there on the floor, I thought, played their role, even if they didn't score the ball at a very high level. Grimes had a nice move that when he got the basketball on the left wing, quick first step, worked down the lane, was able to finish. I thought they called an and one at first. Middleton shot 50%, 10 for 20, 4 of 9 from 3, 6 assists, 24 points. Brook Lopez had 14 points, 6 rebounds, though. Like, only 6 rebounds is huge right there for Brook Lopez. Damian Lillard, 32 points. He just went nuts, especially when it came to the third quarter. There were so many possessions down. I'm like, all right, the Knicks are scoring. Like, this is when the Knicks, or I'm not going to say we're lucky, but I'm like, I'm glad we got off to that good start. I'm glad we excelled in that second quarter and that we had this double-digit lead at one point because the shot making by Lillard was outrageous. The way he was drawing fouls, knocking down off-balance jumpers. I'm like, we can't get a stop on this dude. But I'm just glad we had a response every time down. But Damian Lillard, unbelievable. 32 points, 8 assists, 4 of 13 from 3, though, 10 of 21 from the field. Bobby Portis thought he was solid, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Marjon Beauchamp didn't play a lot. Cameron Payne, 10 minutes, 3 points, knocked down a 3 when he was out there. Pat Connaughton, he had a timely 3 when it came to that third quarter to cut the lead down. And then Andre Jackson had 2 points. But Randall, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, 8 of 17 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. You like to see that. Hartenstein got into foul trouble, but he did a good job after he picked up that 4th foul, I believe, in the 3rd quarter. Didn't end up committing another foul, but 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 7 from the field. Brunson, 38 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 15 of 28 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 0 turnovers. Dante DiVincenzo, would have liked to see him get involved more, but I thought they did a good job chasing out the 3-point line. The 21 minutes, he had 3 points. RJ Barrett, 21 points, efficient, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 turnovers. See, you needed RJ to step up. You needed Randall to step up in order to win this game. Taj Gibson, important 15 minutes. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, though. 3 blocks in 15 minutes is huge. Josh Hart, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 5 of 7. He was unbelievable. Quickly just came in, was on fire, especially in that second half. Because I was like, where is he? I thought he deserved more than 22 minutes, but Brunson obviously had it going. 20 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. And Grimes, 12 minutes, had 2 points. But I like the way we competed defensively. I like the way we're physical. We haven't been in this Bucks team since we had Kemba again, Derrick Rose. So this was a good win. I thought the Knicks didn't take their foot off the gas. And Jalen Brunson just continues to show that he deserves to be an all-star. And when that extension comes up for the Knicks to extend him, he deserves all the freaking money in the world. Great win by the New York Knicks. Great win on Christmas. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I appreciate your support. Peace out, y'all.